Today we're talking about the top 10 Dragon Ball movies.
Why did you hit the longest time? Why'd you hit that? We really need to. I think we need a new shtick. I think you're getting bored of this one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's not going to be too long until.
Yeah, I think it's not that I'm getting bored. I think it's just that like I'm embellishing a little bit now.
Yeah, but 1 year from now we're gonna have like a whole musical. Like it's actually gonna kick off and like maybe you stand up. You're
the musical episode of Key Moments.
I'm saying that's where we're going down a dangerous path.
Could you hit a note for us real quick? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Flat, but,
Hell yeah.
how'd you like that?
All right, today we're taking a look at Game Rant's best Dragon Ball movies. Right now, all we can see is this image that you can see on your screen, which is Dragon Ball Evolution. It is Fall Super Saiyan Goku, which is something. And then I won't lie, and I know what it's obviously an OG Dragon Ball movie, but I've never seen the original Dragon Ball movies, so I don't know what this Yamcha being embarrassed from Bulma is actually from, period. Now, this is what we're calling based or cringe, which is basically just an idea I got from a Kind of Funny podcast where they call it the shit list, where they go through a list and they decide if it is a shit list or if it is the shit. So anyways, what we do first is we try to come up with what would Game Rant's best Dragon Ball movies be, and do we actually think any of these are making it?
Now I hate to say this, but in order to really get in their head, I do need to see what the author's name is at least. Like, and
Okay.
we had a few mistakes. Like we've done this before. Ooh, nice.
It's two.
Ooh.
It's two. It's a duo.
Then all right, who do you want to be? I think I'm gonna try to like get into Callum's head here.
Okay, I Mark.
Mark.
Think, Mark. Think.
Oh, I see what you're doing. But yeah, no. So look, we've done this before, and we were wildly off, not accurate at all. This time it's gonna be. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember all the movies by name.
Okay. What?
And when, also, we need the date. Oh, 2024.
This encapsulates everything. We haven't gotten a
So
movie
the-
since 2022. So
we already know 5 of the movies on here.
tell me then, what are the 5?
Well, Battle of Gods, Broly, was Battle of Gods? No, Revival of Frieza.
The fuck?
These are better than all the other movies because they had like lore relevance back then. You don't think? I know we give them a lot of shit, but they are gonna be better than the older ones.
No, they're not. Dotto, this goes against everything we've even talked about. We've watched on this podcast 3 of the old movies, and we agree.
Yes.
Well, besides the original one, Jesus Christ, that Gauntlet Jr. movie was not very good. But besides the original one, we liked World's Strongest
Yes.
and Tree of Might
Yes.
more than Battle of the Gods.
I understand that, but this is where we very big disclaimer. When we said that about Battle of Gods, not necessarily the old ones, we got fucking jumped, dude. And I don't know if
so you're saying,
yes,
dude, these people put evolution.
Look, if we're going to
That's bait, right? We both agree that Justin Chatwin being here is bait. That's bait.
yes, but I'm not gonna lie, I've always really liked that picture of him. Like if that was what the movie was, I probably would have liked it. He's got soul, dude.
I'll
Goku
back
was
you
my-
up. I'll back you up. That shot right there does make it look like that movie ain't that bad.
Like for real, like if he was wearing the gi the whole time, doing his thing, or not even honestly, I liked his performance. If it was gonna be, I think
He was one of the best parts of that movie for sure.
yeah, I genuinely think that.
He and Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
I think the girl that played Chi-Chi did a good job. Dude, that moment where he like opens the lockers, Jesus
shit was
Christ.
so fucking sick.
and the him like completely zoning out and like staring at her shit. Like, oh gosh, dude, that was. Anyways, so okay. Hang on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So top 5, you think Battle of Gods, Revival of Frieza,
Broly,
Superhero.
superhero. Is that only 4?
That was only 4. Those are the 4 modern. Those are the 4. We keep saying modern. Battle of Gods is 12 years old, but anyway.
The only one I think has a small chance, and I'm gonna have to get through like some of their list to see, is Revival of Frieza. Well, I mean,
I don't know why I'm not writing these down. Hang on.
Broly, by the way, is another 5th one. The Broly movie.
Oh yeah, that's got to be on here.
That's going to be on here. Cooler. I mean, honestly, this is actually a pretty easy list to write.
Okay.
Other than, I don't know what their journalistic quotes are going to be. You know, we got to get some quotables in here.
You think Res of F is on here?
No. I was saying,
You definitely, that's what you said. You said 5 of these are going to be easy to call, and you said Res of F.
well, because I do think it will be, but if there is one miss, like every single one I just mentioned is going to be on here, but that is the only one that I think has like people do not think of that movie very highly.
No, I mean, I don't think we really do either.
No,
do
we don't. But we didn't get jumped for saying that. We got jumped for saying it was better than Battle of Gods. Well, I said that.
I mean, it's just, it's your fight. It's mid versus mid. Like, I don't really know.
They
like,
have it a mid off.
there's no reason to even really give it too much of our time. When we're comparing those two films. All right, so right now we've got our 5 that you said, and I'm in slight agreement. I don't think Res of F makes this list.
I'm gonna have to see what they're feeling. It could be a 10.
So okay, hang on. So what we've got here, I think we have at least 2 of the top 3 films. Do we think that Mark and Callum
Oh, this is huge. I didn't think about this.
went DBS Broly is number 1 or
They
Superheroes number 1?
I know we agree on this. This is a boring ass podcast talk, but Broly is better, and I think that's gonna honestly, that one decision might be what I might have to call their list cringe. Not that I want to do that to you fellas,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
I'm
so
afraid I might have to bring that mighty sword down.
do we think they're so high up on Battle of Gods that it would then be number 3?
I mean, that's a little artsy, but maybe honestly, yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let's keep going. So, which cooler movie? Do you think we go both coolers, or do you think they go Final Form or Metal?
Cooler might be a twofer. I think people like both of them.
You
but
think 2 of the spots are cooler?
I'm
Because
just
OG
giving-
Dragon Ball, we have to have an OG Dragon Ball movie.
I don't think we do. Do we have to have
It
Dragon
says
Ball
best
Evolution?
Dragon Ball movie, so I
Do
definitely
we
think
have to have-
OG's here.
So Dragon Ball Evolution's gonna be here.
I don't.
This is
No,
a disclaimer because this is 22. This is 22. This is mixed up with the other list. It's 22, but I was only gonna focus on the top 10. So I think it's like all of them from worst to best, like all Dragon Ball movies. So that thumbnail doesn't technically mean
that's fucked.
anything, really. Like
This is fucked. So your Dragon Ball thing is borked. I don't think that's making. Top 10
Dragon
at
Ball
all.
movies are probably in the top 10. Maybe.
No.
At least one of them I think should be.
I think they're. I think like you said. I think they'll get artsy. I think for the sake of like a, you always like to say good curve. I think for a good curve, they're gonna put one of the Dragon Ball films
I
here.
don't think the movies are like. I don't think
Have you watched the Dragon Ball movies?
people that talk about movies aren't as necessarily as artsy about this.
Do not forget about Path to Power because a lot of people forget about Path.
No. That was gonna be another one I was gonna bring up was Path to Power as well because as I want to point out best Dragon Ball movie, so the GT shit's here too. So I think Path to Power makes top 10. I do.
Maybe. I mean,
Hang on. So this changes it because if all films are represented here, this does change it a little bit for me in my head. Hang on. We're in agreement that Legendary Super Saiyan should be here. I don't care. Fuck artsy bullshit. It has to be in the top 10.
It will be there. No, I mean even artsy that people say that.
Do you think? What do you think? 5?
Does Bardock special count?
Toasty.
Yeah, I think that specials
Wait,
might also count.
wait.
in
History
here.
of Trunks is here.
I don't know if that one is. They might only include Bardock, but I'm not completely sure because it's 20.
Should
22.
we confirm or deny this? Is that too
I'll
short?
confirm it right now.
Okay,
on
let's
this other
confirm.
screen so you can't
Well,
see.
we should confirm this because that would be a curveball that's not fair. Because I think both of them would probably be there.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems that they are not represented.
Okay,
Okay,
good. We
okay,
needed that
okay,
confirmed. We
okay,
needed that
good, good,
confirmed.
good,
good.
That's
They're
an
not
on the spot decision, but I think that's a big one.
Because History of Trunks. Well, I don't know how you feel, but I think History of Trunks is better than the Bardock movie. So
No, yeah. I mean that. Yeah, obviously.
Okay. All right. Let's zone back up. So I don't care. I'm not trying to do a full 22 movies. I only care about the top
Well,
10.
I want to we don't have to read them, but I would
just
like.
Oh,
to,
no, I wanna go
I
through-
would like to wet our.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to guess that. So let's get back to brass tacks here. Do you want to go Final Form or Metal on top 10?
Final Form.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go Final Form. So that's Cooler's Revenge. Okay. Do you want to? I want to include an OG Dragon Ball movie. Let's do like maybe Magical Adventure.
I don't know any of these movies, so you include the one that you think would go.
I'm assuming people like Magical Adventure the most, but this is an outsider's take on this. I actually genuinely don't know. I think we should include Path to Power. I do think they'll put Path to Power in top 10. No?
I mean, that's the only one I know. So
Okay. So that puts us hang on. So now that we know they're doing it all 22. Do you actually think we keep Res of F in top 10? I don't think we do. I think it gets booted the fuck out.
That probably does get booted out.
So, based Tree of Might take? Do we?
I like that one.
All right, let's bring Tree of Might back. Okay, so we're getting rid of Res F and bringing Tree of Might. So let me just give you an update on the list I have for our top 10, and then we'll order them. Battle of the Gods, Tree of Might, Legendary Super Saiyan, Superhero, DBS Broly, Cooler's Revenge, Magical Adventure, Path to Power. That means we need 2 more films that we think that they'll put top 10. Do we think they do Fusion Reborn just because of Gogeta? I don't actually know if Fusion Reborn would be a top 10 for me.
They probably would.
But I think just for the sake of they know how, like,
Well, give me some other movies here.
Okay. Well, I'll just go through all of them.
Bojack movie.
You think? Well, here, let's just go through all of them.
Okay.
Real quick. So we've got Dragon Ball Z the movie, Garlic Jr. No. We have World's Strongest. I would put that.
I probably would, but yeah, no, they're not going to do
Okay.
that.
We have Tree of Might, which we just put on the list. So do we want to? Well, I guess
Tree of
let's
Might
finish
is
it.
fine. Yeah, Tree of Might.
We have the Slug film.
Nope.
We have Cooler's Revenge.
Yeah.
We got on the list. We got Return of Cooler.
Maybe.
We then go to Super Android 13.
No.
Then go Legendary Super Saiyan, which we have on the list. Then Bojack Unbound. We don't have yet, but maybe let's get through these. Second Coming. Do we think they do Second Coming top 10? I don't either. Number 11 is Bio Broly. Nope. Number 12 is Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
Number 13 is Wrath of the Dragon, which is a good one. I could see Wrath of the Dragon. Do we do Wrath of the Dragon instead of an OG Dragon Ball movie?
I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that. All right, fuck OG Dragon Ball.
You can leave the power pole, like not power
Path
pole,
to Power.
Path to Power. You can leave that.
Well, let's bring in Wrath of the Dragon.
That's a safer bet than whatever the fuck you were on. So I got to go with that. But yeah.
All right, so I've got DBS Broly at number 1, Superhero number 2. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. So from there, what do we think? I think if it were my list, I would do Legendary Super Saiyan at number 3.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know these. Dude, I felt. Can we? Well, we don't have to change it up.
No, let's not.
What can I? What?
We can. How about this? Oh fuck.
No, it's fine. This is what I was gonna say.
Could we reorder the list after we?
Yeah, just a few, like maybe like after 3. I don't want to.
We can't remove or take anything away, but we can reorder our list.
I need to read a few of their writing pieces.
Okay,
That's all I want. I like that. Style of writing.
Let's just lock in a list then really quick.
Yeah,
all right, so DBS Broly, Superhero, Legendary Super Saiyan. After that,
Cooler.
Dude, I was about to say Cooler. Holy shit. Okay.
Well, this is turning into just how we would order.
Well, no. Well, I guess. I want to go Battle of the Gods next after that because I don't think they're going to put Battle of the Gods like at the bottom of that list. So then after Battle of the Gods, Path to Power maybe like a bit of an artsy one. Like they want to put Path to Power. I wouldn't probably do that.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of getting harder for me because I'm not fucking doing that. But maybe.
Okay, and
Path
then
to Power would be a 6.
That is the 6th spot.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay, and
then Bojack. Bojack's an 8. Actually, fuck that.
Wait. Well, I don't have Bojack on the list. So
what do we put in there?
So right now, the 3 that we have left are Fusion Reborn, Wrath of the Dragon, and Tree of Might.
Okay, I guess those are fine. I would do. I mean, this just depends on who they are. Maybe it would be the Fusion. It would be Fusions.
So Fusion and then Tree of Might or Wrath of the Dragon.
I would do Tree of Might and then Wrath, but
okay.
Maybe they would. I'm trying to think how much the Super Saiyan 3 Goku shot stuck in their head as a kid.
Okay. Do we want to agree? The viewers are going to hate this, but do you want to agree we can make one substitution? Not if we've seen it. We can't remove it. But if we see let's see the first 3 movies.
If it becomes like increasingly clear that we have just like done too much us.
Yeah.
But I'm not even necessarily saying substitutions. I just want to order the numbers around to get max points. But I just need to know what these guys appreciate.
I'm asking because could we substitute like say Tree of Might or Wrath of the Dragon for Bojack Unbound? That's the only thing we could do.
Yeah, because we're gonna see something in here like I love Gohan.
Let's see it. All right, here we go. We're not getting to the top 10 just yet. We're gonna see a few. Yeah, just a few. See where Callum and Mark are at here.
Oh wait, they have a little intro page.
Okay,
too.
hang on.
This intro page could be huge.
Here we go.
Scroll a little more down.
They actually list every Dragon Ball film, but I wanted you.
Hang on. Let me read this. Let me read this. Ever since the Dragon Ball manga was translated into anime form in 1986, there have been many films that surrounded the events of the long-running manga, many of which take place outside of the established canon of the series. While the films generally gained a larger following as Dragon Ball became more popular, that wasn't the case for all films. Okay.
Nothing really there.
All right. Evolution at 22. Fair.
Okay, but
Kind of.
What this is actually good because this is going to tell us what they wanted out of this. They don't review it. Fuck. They don't
they
give us a
not?
little.
They do.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. By far the worst project associated with the Dragon Ball universe, Evolution did not get a single thing right.
Okay, but what do you think is right?
It is only natural that adaptations alter the source material to fit a new medium, but Dragon Ball Evolution is devoid of anything that defines Akira Toriyama's property. The action lacks punch and speed, failing to come anywhere close to replicating the epic bouts found in even the earliest chapters of the manga and anime. While they might share a name with their animated counterparts, Evolution's characters are otherwise entirely different entities. Even when viewed in isolation, these people are not interesting or likable enough to carry an adventure. The movie even wastes James Marsters, which, by the way, is everyone I feel like knows this now, but is the voice of Murd Zamasu and also is Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All right, let's look at two more.
Hold on. It just said, should you watch Dragon Ball Evolution? No. But here's the thing, Nano. They brought up immediately the actions, punch, and speed. And then they even said, failing to come anywhere close to replicating the epic bouts found even in the earliest chapters. They're like, even for early stuff, it's not that good. Which means they don't really like the early stuff that much. They don't see it as that entertaining.
Man, well, speaking of entertainment, you guys can get a bit more bonus of this podcast that hopefully you're enjoying by going to patreon.com/keymoments or clicking join if you're watching us here on YouTube to get a bonus gameplay video along with this. And you get access to all of our other bonus, like extended podcasts, bonus podcasts, IRL stuff, more gameplay content, all kinds of stuff, reactions, everything by joining, supporting us, and making cool IRL sets like this possible. So thank you so much for being key members, and thank you so much for supporting the podcast. We'll put a link to it down below in the description. Toasty, show us 21. Okay.
Broly.
Okay.
I mean, that's true.
Hang on. Wait. I don't want to read their whole thing because we got to get through so many. I just want to see that. Go up. Third time is not the charm for Broly, and the villain is reduced to personality-less caricature with no interesting qualities. Okay, let's see what 20 is. There's no reason to watch this movie except for completionist purposes. Broly is at his worst in this entry. Meanwhile, Goten and Trunks are best in small doses rather than as a main driving. Ooh, wait.
I feel like they're more and more saying they don't fuck with early Dragon Ball. Like, I don't think any early Dragon Ball is going to be top 10 now.
Goten and Trunks are kind of, I feel like they're put in there to sort of recapture that feeling of.
Yes, but these guys aren't fucking with it at all.
Well, Toasty did. I managed to ask him to use the scroll wheel, and he did the exact same thing he did before.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
And also, this isn't really a big thing, but they said brainless and more importantly, boring monster. They bring up boring monster. Could that mean Hirudegarn? Are they thinking about him? I'm really getting.
Okay,
into
I'm down.
I'm
down. Wait, let's not go any further. I've already seen the other movie. I've already seen what's next. Anyway, he scrolled a little bit too far.
Oh
the Dragon.
wow, they're getting Broly second.
Yeah, which
early.
is crazy. I'm down to get rid of Wrath of the Dragon for Bojack Unbound. Do you want to do it? Do we do it? They're going to be haters, by the way. Tree Might's not going to be in their top 10. I don't think.
No, I think it will. I don't know if I want to get rid of it because they said boring monster.
Path to Power. You want to get rid of Path to Power?
I would drop that shit so fast.
You want to do it?
I don't know.
I mean, Broly's second coming's at 20. They must not like Broly, really.
Nah,
Second coming, Broly.
I think Broly's second might actually be number one because they're like, I think these are only so low because they were hurt. But this one being this low is
right.
like they're really hurt.
Again, here's our top 10 list. Wrath of the Dragon, Tree of Might, Fusion Reborn, Path to Power, Battle of the Gods, Cooler's Revenge. Wait, did I miss them? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck, I'm missing a movie. We only have 9 movies. Where did I miss one?
Definitely had 10.
You said superhero?
Whoa. Wrath of the Dragon, Tree of Might, Fusion Reborn, Path to Power, Battle of the Gods, Cooler's Revenge, Legendary Super Saiyan, Superhero, and DBS Broly. I removed ROF and did not add anything back in its place. So we actually need one more movie. So Bojack Unbound is an easy insert here.
Yeah. So,
but where do you want to put it?
10.
You want to put Bojack Unbound behind Wrath of the Dragon?
Yeah. Should we? I think we should close our eyes at this point. Should we just go to the top 10 and close our eyes, and that way we can look back and see where they place stuff?
Sure.
Like I think Toasty, take this off the screen, get us down to 10.
Here, I'm just doing this.
I mean, okay. I mean, but I'm a little scared that you're going to cheat.
going down to
We
10.
are currently closing our eyes like children. Just get us down to 10, Toasty. Let us know
Got
when
you,
only
got
10
you.
is on
One
the
sec.
screen and Nano.
Wait, don't say got you. I about looked, man. You
No,
said
no, no. Whoa. That would have been your
That
fault.
was not
by
the
way.
call,
That would,
bro.
yeah, I agree. That is not good comms.
And we are
Don't
at
look.
10.
Don't look, Nano.
I'm not
Wait.
look.
All right.
We're at
Toasty,
10.
We good?
Tell us, give us
Yep.
a time.
We're at 10.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
You'll see number 10.
Boom, baby. I fucking knew it. I knew it, and I'm so disappointed. I said this exact. I literally said it's going to be there. It might be 10.
I'm sorry, man.
You're fine. You're fine. This happened on the last list. You were
Okay,
right.
but would this be on your top 10? I just feel like
Yeah,
this movie.
probably.
What?
What do you mean they go blue? It's really cool. The other ones don't really have that much. Like there's not.
Toasty, chime in. Is this in your top 10?
No.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
not even
I do
really
not.
that much like to really do. Like
What do you mean? There's a lot of Dragon Ball. There are 15 Dragon Ball Z titled films, man. Like,
who cares? Like most of them are pretty boring. Like am I putting Slug over this? No. Am I putting Garlic Jr. over this? No. Am I putting like there's 10 spots.
he named probably the two worst of the Dragon. If he just threw in Bio Broly, he hit all
Bio
of the
Broly-
like.
Bio
I like
No.
Second Coming more than this movie. So.
Same.
Maybe.
Bro,
Dude.
the trio Kamehameha is not. That's like one of the most awesome moments. of
Oh
all time.
no, Battle of the Gods is about to be so fucking high.
Yeah.
Here's
We predicted that.
Yeah, we did, but a slight letdown following DBZ's big return movie. Resurrection F is a fun continuation of Frieza's story.
Yeah, we agree. We saw this coming. This
Yeah,
is actually
I mean,
exactly what
Battle
we
of the Gods is
predicted.
probably gonna be higher though. Battle of the Gods is gonna be higher than what we got.
Where did we put it? 3?
We put it at 5.
Whoa! When did it slip down that far?
I just listed them multiple times. You put
Damn.
You said to put Cooler and Legendary Super Saiyan above Battle of the Gods. I originally said 3.
dude. I wanted it at 3 too. That
Well, then I'm gonna move it right now.
Well, we can't move it right anymore.
No,
dude.
because I think we had a slight misunderstanding, so I'm moving it right now. It's now ahead of Legendary Super
Well, I
Saiyan.
mean, go through the pot. When did I mean? I know we like listed it out, but that's what I was saying. Is like this sounds more like our movies than what we think. But all right, fine. So Resurrection F. What do they say?
Let's
about
see.
Resurrection
Let's see
F?
what they said. Yeah, the second canonical film coming out shortly after Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, sees the return of fan favorite evil overlord and all around bad guy Frieza, who has last seen in 1995's Fusion Reborn film. Not only did Goku and Vegeta get to show off their new Super Saiyan Blue forms in this movie, which they just did it. Didn't really even get to see Vegeta and God until DS Broly. Anyway, but fans of the series were finally able to see what Frieza could do if he actually trained. As fun as it is to see the villain again, Frieza does not come across as much of a threat in ROF, which lessens the tension during the fight sequences. The third act also uses a Deus Ex Machina that undermines one of the movie's most interesting moments, Frieza destroying Earth. Still, Resurrection F is a fun, nostalgia-fueled action fest that shines the spotlight on Vegeta, allowing the prince to properly get revenge on Frieza. But he doesn't, though.
This movie does have a lot of problems, and Vegeta should have banged it. And
Yeah.
no, there is a lot of problems, and I agree with their write up. I think it is lame. This movie is the most like Beerus sitting on the sideline, like, all right, so nothing bad. Like
Lord Beerus.
yeah, it's like it's bad, and it's bad. It's like every big problem with Dragon Ball Super comes from this movie,
Yeah.
which is crazy because in Battle of Gods, it's like, okay, these are really cool new characters that they add a lot, and then it's like, boom, instantaneously, it's like, all right, now these characters have
Now they're
baggage.
sitting on the side, just like the
now
humans.
now they have baggage, and they're sitting on they're bench warmers that are also end the fight immediately warmer. Like it's like if your bench was like Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, this is annoying. So yeah, no, but I knew it was going to be 10. I saw this coming.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
did.
like
You
we
called
might
it.
be in
I'm
their
sorry. I
head.
fucked
This
that
is
one.
going to be a very basic.
That's the
list.
only one I had us remove, though.
This is
So-
not. And I am a little worried about Path to Power.
I was about to say the two I'll take the blame for are Path to Power and removing this.
No. Wait, but you don't think Path to Power is going to be on here?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it'll be 8.
Okay.
I think we'll be wrong about
Should you
something
watch
else.
let's just see what they said really quick about this, and then we can move on. While far better than Dragon Ball Super's rendition of this arc, Resurrection F is the least exciting new movie in the franchise. Oh, okay. Ooh.
We are banging out.
Frieza's return is both a positive and a negative, and the villain has refused to leave ever since. All right, let's see. Number 9. What is Game Rant got
What do
for
we
number
have?
9? It's a little low, but
A little low, but we knew that was going to be there.
we hit it. We hit it. All right, boom. I'm checking one off.
I mean, our numbering was bad. I can't lie. Our numbering was bad. Cooler.
Yeah,
coming
we
in
had
this
this.
low
We had
is-
this at 5. We had this at 5. So this is a
I
little
do
low.
think Metal Cooler is not above this though. Like Metal Cooler is going to be below.
I agree. Hang on. Which one do you like more? I think I actually do like Return of Cooler more personally.
I probably like this.
Okay.
Like just normal Cooler. He just looks better.
This movie is so Return of Cooler didn't have the Americanized stuff that you like to say because
this movie, dude.
This movie with the OSTs, that's crazy,
dude.
That's
crazy.
Return of Cooler in the dub uses the GT themes, so which I actually like, although the GT OST, so it works for me. But I can hear some of the music in my head if I really think about it. But anyway, this movie starts by somewhat retconning the events of Planet Vegeta's destruction to show Cooler frees his brother, letting Goku's ship fly off to Earth. After that, Cooler's revenge sees King Cold's lesser-known child seeking revenge for Frieza's demise by coming after Goku on Earth. While good, this film rewrites a few too many events surrounding Frieza and his race, which can be frustrating for diehard fans. Ugh. However, when all that is taken to a side, Cooler's Revenge has above-average action and a decent antagonist. A decent... Dude, Cooler's like one of my favorite characters.
That's pretty one of the... He's infinitely... I fucking hate that I have to... He's infinitely cooler than Frieza.
Yeah.
Like, design-wise with the mat.
Yeah.
But I will say, just because we do... I shook my head at it, you made an audible sound. I want to go on record right now and say that as a kid, I hated all Dragon Ball movies because none of them made any... Like, old anime movies are essentially worthless to me. They need to be a part of the canon. They need to move the story forward. Having them just be nonsense, fucking like out of the ether stories. It's like the movies are... They're basically heroes with a slight bit more aura. That's all they are. And I hated them, and I still hate them for it.
Oh, I don't really care. Again, that's something that doesn't matter to me, but I am kind of glad that era
is over.
Is over. Like, I'm glad that era is over.
Like, how much more fun is it? And the thing is, I'm just going to go on a little major rant here just because it came up and this shit pisses me off. People will be like, no, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. And then when Broly, the new movie, comes out, it's like, oh, I wonder what he's going to do in the future with the gang. Like, how's it? There's infinitely more enjoyability when you know that this character is real.
I think it doesn't matter to me because it's like I can now in 2025 I can understand that was more of a bubble. It would matter to me if we got a movie now that meant nothing, which I think is your big issue with Daima, right? That's kind of your big issue with Daima is because like, what the fuck is Daima doing for the future?
Yeah, it was
series?
Like they hit us with. It was like right at the end they turned back into a Dragon Ball movie. It's like, all right. Great. I can't wait to never see these characters ever again. Nobody will ever bring them up. It's horrible, dude.
Overall, Cooler's Revenge works well as a follow-up to the Frieza saga that manages to introduce enough new ideas to not be completely derivative. All right, dude, here we go. Let's see number 8.
Oh, boo!
Well done.
Bang!
Well
right
done.
Where I
Wait,
I
like seeing the undertag, Toasty, real quick. A well-rounded movie with a fun selection of villains and a Gohan-driven story.
What did I say? I said
I don't like that.
I said they were going to say, I like Gohan. And
this whole list gets invalidated if superheroes number 1 to me. I'm sorry.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Boom. I don't like that laugh. Toasty's seen the list.
That's
I don't like that
laugh. That's the most list of all time, baby. Bang.
All right.
No, that wasn't a laugh for that. I was just a laugh.
Right. We've got 2 though. We've got 2. They weren't in the right order. But
wait, did we not have Bojack at 8? Did we put it back at 10?
I asked you, and you
maybe I
you
did.
Had it, you said I asked you. You sure you don't want to put it above Wrath of the Dragon?
Please tell me somebody like in this podcast I said Bojack's an 8. Please, at least I wanted to.
You did at some point, and then you went back on it.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm working with you. I'm not going to just hog up the whole.
Well,
thing.
I didn't mind to move.
Even though I'm not going to lie, I was in these guys' fucking brains right now.
All right, Dottie, you got us on this one. I just kind of like reading these. They're not too long.
The events of Bojack Unbound aren't canon to Dragon Ball story. It does bring up a few key questions about the world that were never answered in the main series. For instance, it ponders whether Goku can leave the other world of his own volition with instant transmission, as it was already established that he could do so while he was still alive. Bojack Unbound is also one of the few where Gohan gets to truly shine as the hero he should have been if he had not been overshadowed by Dude, they're going to fucking put hero. Okay. For these reasons, this film is worth checking out for fans of the franchise.
You, man.
Yes, especially for Gohan. All right, these guys might like Gohan.
I don't know though. They could have put this higher. I think you could easily put Bojack Unbound at like. I won't lie.
They might. I mean, they get Gohan fans aren't putting ROF at 10.
Yeah, I was about to say here's the way I view it. I won't lie. Here's the way I view it. In my head, I think just objectively, Superhero and Broly are just literally on another level from every other film. So once you're past those 2 films, I don't really care. Like I'm never gonna look at a list and 3 through whatever and just be like all that judgmental about it. Just as long as you have DBS, Broly, and Superhero at the top 2, it's kind of whatever. So Bojack Unbound, they could have easily put this at 3, and it would have been fine. So maybe I'm still holding out hope that DBS Broly's
Battle of Gods is 1. I will.
This list is fucked. I'm sorry. You got gone. 2 artsy fartsy for me, dog. All right, let's see it. Number 7, right or no? Yeah, number.
Oh!
Wow!
Look
hang.
Look at these guys. These guys might be pretty based already.
Hang on. Number 7 for the audio listeners, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Dragon Ball's big return has a weird pacing, but also great action. The movie also sets up Dragon Ball Super.
I think these
We
guys
should not have moved this back to 3.
I think these guys might be me.
All right, man. After a long break, Battle of the Gods inspired a resurgence of Dragon Ball media. The first canon film in the series pits Goku against the god of destruction, Beerus, who is tempted to destroy Earth if he isn't able to battle a Super Saiyan god. After Dragon Ball Super was announced, the events of Battle of the Gods were translated into the anime series, with certain things playing out differently for the sake of stretching out the runtime. However, the movie is still the best way to experience this arc, easily, delivering far better animation and superior pacing. The story is quite simplistic and features a few polarizing moments, generally involving Vegeta, but it also was fairly fresh. It was also fairly fresh for the franchise since it centers on an antagonist who is not necessarily a typical villain. Beerus is also far beyond Goku's capabilities, a rare dynamic.
Listen, let me read this next one because they hit the nail on the head. Although its shine has dulled a bit over the years, Battle of Gods is still comfortably among the best Dragon Ball movies. Watch this and skip DBS's version of the arc. That's pretty much my thoughts on this movie. It's like, it is only usable as an anime replacement, which is fine. I mean, that's more than you could say for most of the movies, but that is not a good Dragon Ball movie anymore, unfortunately. Its standards are way too low.
I love that this is 7 on this list, man.
They did a great job on this one. I mean, they
Holy
said
shit.
they were a little less polarizing than what we did.
Yeah.
But this is basically the nice way to say what I believe. It's like, who's really watching this in a world where you know this stuff? Like, this is an anime episode.
Yeah.
Like, nobody goes back and dude, you got to rewatch episodes 1 through 7 of Naruto.
Nobody's told me that. I've not seen that comment once, and I'm doing a whole series where I'm reacting to it.
Exactly.
All right,
but
let's see number 6, man.
Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, whoa.
What the fuck?
Whoa. Okay, number 6. I was going to say, wait. Dragon Ball Superhero. Now, Nano, dare I say this might be too fucking base? Like,
I was like, can I go back on what I said earlier?
This guy, wait, hold on. They are using a facade of like this friendship, this wholesome exterior. These guys are fucking like giga based. Like these guys.
I was gonna say if there was one film you were gonna let slip, let Superhero slip. Holy shit!
But like Jesus Christ,
And
dude,
this is
like,
why I laughed.
Broly's gonna be number 2, and then followed by Superhero Broly. These guys are worse than us. We underestimated their power level. We're not even in the same fucking league.
No,
as these
we're not.
dudes.
I won't lie, Donna. Can I say it? I don't have the balls to put this shit at 6.
I don't either. I've always said like, yeah, no, it's slipped. It's behind Broly for sure. Like it's not even close to Broly, really. But like number 6 is fucking insane.
Can I be honest though? I need to rewatch this movie, but as time goes on, this is gonna be a super blasphemous take. But I think if I were gonna make a list, and I didn't want to piss people, and I didn't care about pissing people off, I probably would put this lower than 2.
To be honest, though,
on my list.
I don't even.
But I do think it is bad. I think it's better than whatever they're about to probably put ahead of it.
I don't even dislike it. They got they wrote the CG animation can be off-putting at first, but Superhero works great as a showcase of Gohan and Piccolo's friendship.
Friendship specifically, by the way.
Somehow they combined like. I don't know what these guys are going on about. I like the CG. Maybe not as much as like good 2D, but I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to lead to some more films, but okay. I'll just read this. I'm sorry, Stunlock.
Yes,
Released
same.
in 2022, Dragon Ball Superhero is the franchise's most recent movie and the second one released under the DBS brand. Somewhat similar to the Broly film, Superhero feels like a throwback to the anime and manga's heyday, bringing back characters and organizations that featured in the story's earlier chapters. Compared to DBS arcs, this movie is fairly low stakes as it opts to tell a smaller scale narrative centering on Piccolo and Gohan's relationship. I need a little bit more than that.
They yap a lot, actually.
I need this. I need this one.
Yeah, no,
While a fan favorite, Piccolo's been underutilized for quite a long time, often disappearing within Goku and Vegeta's shadow. Superhero rectifies this by shining a spotlight on the Namekian, with the movie almost serving as a celebration of the character's legacy. Despite not having any children of his own, Piccolo is Dragon Ball's most iconic father figure. In DBZ, he helped prepare Gohan for the arduous trials he would face later in life. Superhero revisits this dynamic, showing that Piccolo and Gohan's bond is stronger than ever. Sorry, I started laughing because these guys wrote Piccolo as Dragon Ball's most iconic father figure while having Superhero at 6. These guys are trying to fucking get death threats in their emails.
They're rage baiting hard.
They're rage baiting. And by the way, I don't got a problem with this. Hey, you can go ahead and forward those emails to me, dog. Cause hey, get behind me, gang. Let me hit you with that. that life-saving Piccolo
I
father
was
figure
gonna say,
move.
yeah, you.
But these are bits that the fan base, at least as I'm familiar with it, have gotten very tired of hearing.
Yeah, they are.
Overall, the 2022 film does not reach the same heights as 2018's Dragon Ball Super Broly, but it is still an enjoyable and nostalgic experience. And this is what I was looking for. Super Hero's 3D animation can be off-putting at first, since it is a departure from the anime's traditional aesthetic. However, the visuals are pretty good when viewed in isolation. I agree. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
People are getting real touchy about this subject too. I've seen a few tweets lately that'll like tweet out like the Gamma V Gohan fight and stuff like that, talking about how the animation isn't as bad as people want to say. And I do think it looks good. It's just, yeah, if you are gonna hand me like two pills and one is you get DBS Broly animation or you get this animation, like I'm taking the DBS Broly animation 10 out of 10 times.
Sure, but and I'm an Arxis like fighters guy. Like I like 3D models when done, and I think these were sick. So I really like
this movie looks good, but
so like I agree with you. If you're going to say which one looks better, Broly or this, I'm going Broly. And like which one would you want to see more of in the style? I'll go Broly. But when you bring me to the real world and say this one will be cheaper, this one will produce like more often, then I'd probably swallow the CG pill. Honestly, it still look good if it meant, which it hasn't, more films. If they want to bring the super anime back like that, I'll fucking take that too, dog.
Yeah.
Like
No,
I would easily swallow that pill if it meant not being where we are now.
I definitely thought, you're right. I definitely thought they were doing this style. This was a test to be more efficient, to be able to bring the series back and do more movies and pump stuff faster, right? I thought that was the whole purpose.
I thought we were going to sell out and get rid of our soul hard, bro. Like, why are we still not selling out?
Also, because you hear these stories of animators when they were animating the Cell Saga, right? And like having to draw all the detail on Cell was so difficult. That's why I definitely thought Perfect Cell was in this film, because like that was the whole purpose of going CG, was to be able to make the scenes with Cell simpler for the artists themselves to be able to animate and draw and all of that.
Jeez.
I will say, again, as I said, I think an objective list from Nanogenix, I'm putting Superhero number 2, just because I do think it is a superior film, from, storyline to everything else. But I think like if Nanogenix was making a favorite tier list, Superhero would not be number 2. So I think this is cool. This is
great.
Bold. I think this is cool.
That was a lot more bold than I was expecting.
But would we be saying this if this was Broly? Probably not. There are people this just pissed the fuck off. This is we're like.
You mean if they had DBS Broly at 6?
At 6.
Then yeah, they would have pissed me off.
Yeah, so this is definitely pissing some people. Let's see.
That's what I'm saying.
Should you watch Superhero? What do they say? Polarizing art style aside, I just don't think it's that polarizing. I will say I think they're being they're embellished. I don't know. Anyway, Superhero is a competent action adventure film that felt fresh due to Gohan and Piccolo's roles. All right, dude. So right now,
I want to pause and re-look at our list.
That's what. So right now we've called 4 of the 10 films,
which I do think this was pretty easy.
So the only one that the only one we missed was ROF. Right now we've hit all the rest,
which is crazy.
So right now we have Wrath of the Dragon, Tree of Might, Fusion Reborn. These guys are putting Fusion Reborn in their top 5.
These guys are Fusion Reborning out their fucking ass, dude.
Path to Power, Legendary Super Saiyan, and DBS Broly. I think of this list, Legendary Super Saiyan, DBS Broly, and Fusion Reborn definitely get on there. I also think because I don't know, we didn't see their 11 through. We don't know what else is above. I don't think OG Dragon Ball's anywhere. You're right. OG Dragon Ball's not anywhere, and I think Path to Power might have been a
11. It could have been 11.
Yeah. So hang on. What do we think is the one other film that we're probably missing from their top 5? DBS Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan, Fusion Reborn are definitely on there. I think they'll do Wrath of the Dragon. I do. What is that 5th movie? Man. I don't know. What if it is Path to Power? What if it is Path to Power?
I don't think we change. I think we stay with what we have.
Okay.
Not that you were saying to change, but I think maybe we just be confident.
Let's see 5. Let's go!
Yeah, all of a sudden, when you were like, what else would be there? I'm like, you know what? Nothing. I think we got it.
Damn.
Number 5, The Path to Power.
You wanted to take this shit off.
I did. No, I'm fully admitting I did until we were like paused, and then you were like, what else would be there? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, nothing. No, I think they're going this way.
Great animation for an iconic story.
This is a very easy list to get. I don't want to give ourselves too much credit. I feel like this one's a lot easier to guess.
Well, now, but like going into it, and then Toasty throws us the curveball of like they ranked every film. I'm like, shit, man. Maybe OG does make the top 10. We don't have to read this out. Let's just
Yeah, I think the Path to Power.
yeah.
is fine.
Should you watch Path to Power? Let's see what they say. Prototypical Dragon Ball, which is never a bad thing. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Number 4. Here we go.
Dragon Ball Z Broly, the legendary Super
They
Saiyan
are
clocks in at
putting
4.
Legendary Super Saiyan at 4.
I thought for sure it was going to be there too.
Yeah, same. They were starting to feel like, yeah. So you were right, by the way, by your Second Coming call, because you said they were probably just hurt by Second Coming.
Yeah.
That's definitely how they definitely felt hurt by that film.
I like how they still call it the start of a legend. And then both their other films are the 2 worst films to ever be made. What a legend.
It is entertaining as hell to see Broly demolish the Z Fighters for about 20 minutes straight. God, I love this movie so much. And you want to talk about Americanized Dragon Ball? I can't watch this movie without hearing like all of the crazy ass metal songs.
I'll never forget being on the playground and everybody just loves Broly. And then I saw one thing. I was like, because I might have been spreading misinformation, but I feel like I saw a web like article when I was just a kid. And it was like Bardock very popular in Japan, Broly very popular in America. And it just made sense to me. I was like, yeah, that would be the 2 differences of the country. Like, oh, they like Bardock, we like Broly.
Both epic and kind of dumb. Legendary Super Saiyan reduces DBZ to its purest form, and I fucking love every second of it, man. Haji's Kitchen, Pantera, like, dude. Man, I love this movie so much. All right, so top 3. These guys put DBS Broly number 1. Let's just be
no,
right.
it's over. DBS Broly is number 1.
I think Wrath of the Dragon and Fusion Reborn are the next 2, and then DBS Broly. I really do.
I think Wrath of the Dragon's going to be 2.
Okay, all right, let's see it. Fusion Reborn number 3. Oh shit!
Wrath of the Dragon is 3.
Dude, I like that shot a lot, dude.
I'm a little worried about Fusion Reborn. I can't lie.
Nah,
Also,
it's gonna be
this movie's runtime is 51 minutes. By the way,
taking place shortly. I just want to read this one. Hang on, in the top 3, let's read them. Taking the place shortly after the events of the Buu Saga, Wrath of the Dragon follows many of the same story beats, including a magical being trying to release a monstrous entity from its imprisonment to cause destruction of a galactic scale. I cannot lie to you. I never actually thought about that like that. Anyway, while the story is fairly predictable, it does show one version of events that leads to Trunks obtaining his signature sword when he returns from the future during the Android arc.
I do like that.
I did too. I loved that so much. Wrath of the Dragon also moved away from the purely action-driven movies that dominated the DBZ era, opting to focus more on crafting a sense of adventure. This movie's beautiful, by the way, in a lot of instances. Like a lot of the SSJ 3 gifts that you see, I feel like anyway, are from this film. Should you watch Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon? Yes, Wrath of the Dragon is fantastic. Man, I have no qualms with this. I think this is... I like Wrath of the Dragon. This is one I've been thinking about rewatching sometime soon, just because I've just kind of been like, the movies are, I know you made your comment about the 50-minute thing. Most of the Z films are 45 to 60 minutes. I like that. They're really easy, nice to digest, quick story. Like, I think that's why the movie characters are so popular, is because they're such a nice compact experience to get a Dragon Ball fix, which is why I've seen Metal Cooler so many times. Like, they're just such an easy Dragon Ball fix. Like, if you're really in the mood for some Dragon Ball, a nice little story bit, Krillin singing at the beginning of Metal Cooler, then you travel, and I don't know, dude. It's just like the films being 50 minutes, I think is a pro, not a con, but
I think I need more, bro. I need that Broly.
All right, number 2 it's got to be.
Yep. Well, we nailed it, folks. It's Fusion Reborn at 2.
Let's go, man. Over the top, silly, and just plain old awesome. This movie is peak DBZ. I don't know if I'd say that. I do think
guest starring Hitler is crazy. I do think it's cool. I mean, they would never do that nowadays, but I do think it's cool that like I just feel like they released like that's such a good. I want this arc to be redone in Super. I just think it's a really cool concept to release all the evil in the world and like pump it into one like creature is like really cool. And the effects it has on Earth, I also thought was cool. I don't know. It is a surprisingly good idea for a story, even though, again, with 55 minutes, it's a little campy. But in an arc, that could be cool.
Should you watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn? Out of all the classic DBZ movies, Fusion Reborn is by far the most... Hang on, wait. I got to read what they said then. Hang on. By far the most entertaining. I'm so biased. Medical and Broly are like my 2 favorite Z films.
I'm going to be honest. Broly is more like... entertain, but maybe I just
because like Gogeta is on screen. I believe I added it up one time. It's like genuinely under 120 seconds. If I'm not mistaken.
Like when Fat Janem is on the screen, it's just a little too like boring.
Yeah.
But then like when he transforms, then that's when I'll lock in a little bit.
Let's see. So the main draw of Fusion Reborn is to see the legendary fusion of Goku and Gogeta. Yep. Battle against Janemba, a villain who has blocked the gates to the other world to prevent any souls from entering or leaving. This film also sees the return of Pikkon from the Otherworld tournament filler arc that occurred shortly after the Cell games, along with Frieza, who has been spending all of his time in Hell. Boasting arguably the best action of all the original DBZ movies, Fusion Reborn hits nearly a home run and is only held back by a somewhat uninteresting villain. What the fuck?
That's what they don't like about the movie, Janemba?
Janemba's design is like...
I mean, when he's the fat Janemba, I guess.
Janemba.
The only thing I don't like is the insult, like cracking the glass. Like, I thought the Pikkon bit was funny, but I don't think it was... Like, we could have done anything else.
I don't necessarily agree with anything they're saying here about the movie itself, I guess. Not much. I mean, but whatever, dude. It's Gogeta. I get it. And now everything's lining up to give us that DBS Broly number one. Let's see it. Let's see it
on number one.
Yeah, let's see it. By far the biggest Dragon Ball movie, Broly was arguably the first to truly feel like an event.
And I wonder how they did that. Could it be a 100-minute runtime with a story, a Saiyan origin story, a villain that everybody really likes, and then also some Frieza stuff in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be something like that.
Arguably the most highly anticipated Dragon Ball film of all time, and the first one to carry the super name. Broly finally brought the how do you say that word?
Titular.
Is it really titular?
Yeah, it is.
You say tit, huh?
Titular, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you say?
Titular? Yeah. Well, I won't lie. I don't use that word a lot, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's not a word I use in my day to day. So anyway, saying into the story canon, though with a slightly different backstory from the DBZ era. Instead of being aggravated by Goku keeping him awake at night as an infant, which is definitely one of the weak parts of Legendary Super Saiyan, but it is what it is. Broly goes on a rampage after Frieza kills his father, Paragus. While incredibly powerful, Broly isn't necessarily an antagonist as he was in the previous films, allowing him to be a more sympathetic character. More importantly, Broly wisely presents its eponymous character as a protagonist, using the Saiyan's journey as a framing device in its emotional core. Once Broly comes face to face with Goku and Vegeta, the movie slips into a series of epic fights, each one offering a different dynamic than the last. They get it, man. The final battle between Broly and Gogeta is among Dragon Ball's greatest fight sequences ever. Should you watch Dragon Ball Super Broly? Epic, explosive, and cinematic. DBS Broly is not just the best Dragon Ball film, but also one of the franchise's best releases in any medium, which I've said like almost bar for bar. This is, in my opinion, the single best like Dragon Ball thing ever made.
Yeah, I think if and this is an impossible ask, if it could have had a better intro than like, just Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and all them chilling. Like if it would have had a more character-oriented introduction where they were like introduced, and I don't know. Again, it wasn't bad at all. Like not at all.
I think you're just trying to find like a critique at the moment, right?
Not even just trying to find a critique. I'm just saying like, because what I'm about to say is crazy, but this movie, if it had spent a little more time with the characters, I think this works for just about anybody that wants to see like some really cool animation in a movie. Like you don't need to know a lot. You get the origin of Saiyans. You get why who Broly is. You get why Frieza's a bad guy. Like you can just watch this shit and it's pretty cool right out of the gate. Not a lot like and also thank God, but this movie is a miracle because it being like super canon, introducing a character to the point where in the manga they're just like, go watch the fucking movie. A lot of people don't like that. I love it. I love when the manga's like, hey, we're not gonna redo this. Just go watch the film.
Which is why it's surprising they redid Superhero.
And it sucked. And it was like whatever. It didn't suck. But I would have rather done anything else.
I was gonna say I feel like Dotto over here would have much rather read the Black Frieza arc than a recap of an hour and a half movie.
You know what I want? I want to see more Broly doing stuff. What do we talk? Like, this is why the movie's cool, is because Broly like gets to come back. How's he gonna play? Is there a big 3 Saiyans now? Like, is Gohan gone? Okay, never mind. Gohan's back with Beast. So how's Gohan and Broly gonna enter? And then we're just doing the same. Like now we got to re-go through superhero.
I mean, those post superhero chapters were pretty good though.
Exactly. Now that we made it through the Slogfest, yeah.
All right, so Dotto, based or cringe?
I mean, this has to be based.
This is base as shit.
This is way too. It's honestly too big.
Yeah, this is kind of great. Listen, man,
it's too big. They got Gogeta.
Shout out to Callum and Mark, man.
They got Gogeta at 2. The only dollop they threw was the Path to Power.
Yeah,
they threw a dollop, which, by the way, I think is the least Dragon Ball of the OG, like the young Goku stuff.
Oh yeah.
Compared to before, though, y'all nailed most of the top 10. Like I think,
this
I
one
think
was
you only
really
missed
easy.
one thing.
This one was really easy.
Hang on. Let's see. Hang on.
I think you nailed.
Yeah.
almost
So
everything.
Tree of Might is our Tree of Might.
I think they missed. I'm surprised these guys missed on that.
Yeah, obviously a bit. We got the number 1 movie correct. Everything else is a bit off. But other than that, we literally only missed Tree of Might because that would have been ROF. If I would have not, and I actually replaced ROF with Tree of Might. If I wouldn't have got that, we would have got all 10. That's my bad, Dotto.
I mean, it's fine. I think legitimately.
Let's see how they listed the rest of it really quick for wrap up.
Even reading their list, I would have thought the Tree of Might would have been somewhere up there.
Yeah. No,
But I guess they don't fuck with Turles.
hang on. What'd you say you thought 11 would be? You thought we're about to see all the films, so
What did I say it was?
I don't remember, but it was a movie we were talking about, and you're like, that'll probably be. Oh, I think you.
It might have been like
Super Android. Okay, Super Android 13 and 11. Let's see, what was 12? Return of Cooler.
13 is gonna be
Hey,
Turles. Nope.
it's not. They're Hey, that's what I said. Mystical Adventure. I think I called it Magical Adventure. My bad. I'm not again.
What the
Ooh,
fuck?
I wouldn't have put that high. Wait,
Jeez.
they put Dead Zone over Turles?
Yes.
Ugh. Surely this is Turles.
Oh my
Dude, Turles is gonna
God.
be. Holy shit, dude! They don't fuck with the Tree of Might. Oh
Dude.
my gosh!
Where is this
Where's
shit?
is Tree of Might like 19? They put
What?
it all the way back at. Dude, go rewatch Tree of Might. Hang on, the evil Goku gimmick should have resulted in a better Dragon Ball villain than Turles, but Tree of Might is perfectly watchable. Okay, all right. Well, at least they recommend people to watch it, I guess. Hang on, number.
What do you mean watchable?
The world's Piccolo's more pronounced role make this one of the better early Dragon Ball movies, but you put it at fucking 18. All right, and then we already know 20, so what's 19? Yeah. Dude, Lord Slug. An okay early effort that has a decent action, but a pretty weak villain. Did we see 20? Is 20 is Second Coming, right? Yeah. All right. I like this list mostly.
I'm not gonna lie, the list fell the fuck off after
A little,
the 10th.
yeah, a little wonky.
I started disagreeing like crazy.
Yeah,
but,
a little wonky in the post 10,
But that's not what we're judging.
pre 10,
here.
I guess. Anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast. Again, you can get more of this content that you've been watching. Go to patreon.com/keymoments or click and join here on YouTube. Dotto.
Yeah.
Dotto, Toasty. I feel like I hear some music, man. You're playing some music over there?
Yeah, I am.
It
Sorry.
is.
We're going away.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.